Delsley.
Deasley?
Deasley.
Hello, Ridge Runner Nation. We're back and better than ever with a new edition of the Weekly Rundown, where we talk about all things trail and ultra running in Southeast Ohio and across the East Coast. I'm your new host, John Dolovecki.
And I'm the better host, Wesley Harden. This week we're coming to you from an undisclosed location. This week we will cover results from the Fool's 50K, the Fool's 25K, Shore2Shore, plus all your fun activities on Strava. But first, a look at my favorite segment, the Paul Barty Streak.
Ah yes, Paul Barty. He was seen completing the weekly half with Hugh. Both seem to be enjoying the blooming plant life of Southeast Ohio.
Oh, definitely.
Keep it up, Barty. Number 437 in the record books.
That's awesome.
Let's get back into the race results. Wes, what do we got?
We got some good ones this week. Let's start off with the Fool's 50K and 25K. This took place up in Peninsula, Ohio, where we saw a thrilling race. Joe McDaniel took the top spot in the 50K distance, time of 5 hours, 1 minute. Second place was Arlen Glick, who finished in 5 hours, 18 minutes. And rounding out the top three was Alan Kinsler, who finished in 5 hours, 45 minutes. On the women's side, Hong Dasa took the top spot in 6 hours, 39 minutes. Second place was Caroline Hinkle in 7 hours, 5 minutes, and rounding out the podium with Beth Deasley in 7 hours, 13 minutes. A few Ridge Runner Nation members that ran the race included George Themelis, who finished 5th in 6 hours, 22 minutes. Chase Moore finished in 14th place in 7 hours, 12 minutes, and Timmy Atkins finished in 7 hours, 24 minutes. Congrats to all Fools runners.
The Hyner Trail Challenge took place over the weekend, and this race is one of the most popular in the region.
I've been wanting to do this one for a while.
Yeah, going on year 13, this race features scenic views and brutally difficult climbs. At the time of the recording on Tuesday morning, the results have yet to be posted. However, there are so many insane photos from the race, you have to check these out. Check out this mud wall. I can't even imagine this.
I mean, would you go down on your stomach? What's the best route to do that?
I think it's like a lunch tray, like a sled thing.
Ah, it's incredible.
To all the runners that fell going down this, way to get back up and keep trudging on. You guys are absolute beasts and ran great races. We did have 2 Ridge Runner Nation members run the 25K that we saw on Strava. Alyssa Chance finished in 4 hours, 14 minutes and took beautiful photos along the way. Congrats, Alyssa. And Ralph Smith finished in the 25K in 4 hours, 47 minutes. Great job to all the Hyner racers.
That's awesome. Good job, guys. The TARC Spring Classic 50K took place for the 9th year up in Weston, Massachusetts. Any name that has Wes in it must be hot in place.
Beautiful.
We have yet to see a course record at this race in a while, but there were still fast times. Brian Burke from Massachusetts won the race with a time of 4 hours, 7 minutes. Merrick Tellis from New Hampshire came in second in 4 hours, 23 minutes. David Herr came in third with a time of 4 hours, 28 minutes. On the women's side, Amy Damon from Massachusetts finished 5th overall with a time of 4 hours, 37 minutes. Second place and 7th overall was Kirsten Ritchie in 4 hours, 44 minutes. Third place, who finished just outside the top 10, was Laura Ritchie, spelled differently, in 4 hours, 58 minutes. We don't believe we have a lot of Ridge Runner Nation members from Massachusetts, so congrats everyone and welcome aboard.
The Shore2Shore 50K took place up in New York over the weekend and we saw some great times. This inaugural race proved to be a successful one as we saw loads of finishers. First place, Cheryl Reagan came in 4 hours, 26 minutes, 44 seconds, with a very close Barney Fortunato coming in 4 hours, 26 minutes, 45 seconds, 1 second apart. And then Jesse Goodenough just wasn't good enough and came in 4 hours, 26 minutes, and 49 seconds. This was a crazy sprint.
I could not imagine seeing these three coming in to the final finish line just within seconds of each other.
That's insane for like any race, let alone a 50K distance.
Definitely. Congrats, guys. As we mentioned last week, Troy Allen is through hiking the Appalachia Trail. And so to highlight Troy's activities, we are doing a Troy Tracker. The beginning of this week started on day 4 of his journey where Troy crossed out of Georgia and into North Carolina. He took these fun photos along the way. On day 6, Troy went 30 miles and climbed this fire tower. Yikes! Is anyone else afraid of heights? I cannot imagine doing that. Troy rounded out the week on day 8 with a 15-mile run to town due to the roads being closed. These snowy conditions must have made things really sketchy.
Wait, snowy?
Snowy, yeah.
Where's it snowy?
In Georgia, North Carolina, clearly. Glad you're okay out there, Troy. By the end, he made it to the Tennessee border. Keep up the great work, Troy. We are excited to track your progress as you make your way up the AT.
Now for our Strava rundown, where each week we highlight all the interesting activities and achievements from runners all across the East Coast. If you want to get noticed on the rundown, join the Ridge Runners Club on Strava by visiting the link below.
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the Heisman, my rendition of it. The NFL draft is this week, so busting out the football moves again as we're almost in that time
Isn't
of
that
year.
the one where they shoot in the hoops?
Yes, that is the one where they hit the home runs.
Ah, yes. Andrew Wall ran in Cincinnati, Ohio at Duval Park and captured some of the best photos of the week. I mean, come on. This makes me want to drive to Cincy and hit up some trails. Keep up the awesome work, Andrew, and great photos.
I mean, these are just crazy how detail-oriented these photos are. I mean, Andrew got down low and really captured some good ones.
Really stopped to cool down from those runs.
Definitely. Aaron Saft had one of the biggest weeks that I've seen in a very long time. He ran 110 miles this week with 25,400 feet of gain in just 1 week. Absolutely absurd. Keep your eyes out for Aaron as he's clearly gearing up for something big.
Apparently. Nick Voss, now a Colorado resident, looks like he had a blast exploring new trails on a hot day. Nick took some great photos out on this run and it looks like he is settling in very nice. Awesome work, Nick. We miss you. Come back.
Yeah, for real. It looks like Harvey Lewis ran 43 miles for his 43rd birthday. I absolutely love birthday runs, so kudos to you, Harvey. Harvey did not have to go it alone, as all of these people and a few more joined him for some miles. Love the selfie, Harvey, and happy birthday.
Cam Wrench also had a birthday run. Apparently this was a birthday week.
Big birthday week.
This past week, and took to the Shawnee State Forest for a super long run. Cam ran 39 miles with some good vert. 39 is way more than your age. You only had to stop at 22, Cam. Overachiever. Cam had great photos and saw 5 snakes on his routes. Ooh, yeah, I'm not a fan of snakes on the trails.
Not a big fan of that.
Awesome run, Cam, and happy birthday.
And with that, thanks for tuning in to this week's Rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week. We'll deliver news on the Promised Land 50K, the Heartland 50, and more. In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell below, and you'll be notified every single time we release a new video. If you enjoy our shows, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Remember, you can also find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play. I'm your host, the better host, Wesley Harden.
And I'm your host, Ethan. John. And we'll see you next week on The Rundown.